Hello and welcome back to Ace Attorney! Hey everyone, how's it going? Slightly different intro, kind of jumping right into this because I just did not have these things set up properly. But joining me, as always, is the immortal Mollie Rhyme Master. Mollie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Girlfriend should be in chat soon. And I'll give you a small update on that.
Yes. Now, if you guys excuse me for a minute, there's a few things I need to take care of in the actual chat. Where is everyone? People should be in here. Where do I? Let me go to. No, I'm not going to do anything on Discord. I'm going to go over to Twitter and. That's not the right thing. Twitter. No, I don't need to go to this guy. I need to go to my Twitter.
Okay, there's chat.
Okay, good. Well, I need to undo a retweet, quote tweet. Going live.
I don't know. We might just have a small audience today. It's fun.
Oh, but this is a fun thing to do. Sorry if we slow down. Take a minute here at the beginning. There's a few things I needed to take care of. Namely, I need to add some text. Text. Add source. Text is going to be new one, which is going to be Mac name. Add source. Text reads Neil. Now I swear I added font style. Font. We need Garmond. Where is Garmond? Hopefully I can just copy and paste. And they don't have it in this. Well, okay, you know, we're just gonna go without names. Don't need names. Everyone knows who we are. Did you try like Pistol Whip? I haven't given it a shot yet. I was just asking last night. I would love. I can't wait to play it. Sadly, Fatman is not here yet.
Can we talk about the fact that there's no Ruby this week because even like 2 days from the deadline, I guess nobody had rendered the episode?
I don't know how to take that, but I don't want to come down on them in any way because that's a bad situation overall.
I know it's bad. I'm just kind of like, oh. Actually, the real like wild thing is Murder of Birch trying to fundraise for it, like the Ruby cast. Not for like people in Austin who probably really need it.
I mean,
for the Rooster Teeth.
Well, actually, I feel like the people that work at Rooster Teeth are in a worse situation than anyone else in freaking Austin, Texas at this rate, knowing what we know about the behind the scenes of what it's like to work there. But yeah, I
just feel like,
I mean, it might just be the fact that no one can get in, like, to the office to upload the episode.
But they've been working on it from home already.
I mean, I guess, maybe. I don't know, honestly. I don't know how their entire... We never learned how their pipeline works. I don't know why people keep their pipeline secret. It's just an order of operations type deal. It's like, oh, we send this off to here and all that kind of stuff. It's very annoying.
Nightmares. It's all nightmares. Over at Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, loading content. Oh, that's loud. Options. Oh, right. Alright, 1 minute. Volume insert. Yeah, 20, there we go. God, they chose such a great song for this, for the whatchamacallit.
I've never seen the remake.
Oh, you've never seen the remake? All right, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this music is just.
I've just been vibing to it.
So let's continue. See, Crewy doesn't have a pipeline; it's dismembered web. I would believe it. I would definitely believe it. Defense attorney Tiny
But,
West.
like, the only reason I'm shocked is because, like, theoretically, if they had the episodes ready to go with their, because they had, like, a good production, all someone would have to do is press, like, upload.
Yeah, I don't know how they work. I just don't know how they operate. It's just so weird. Like, I could easily see someone who doesn't know what they're doing, which I just assume is Rooster Teeth. Did I already start Rise in the Ashes? Oh no, here we go. Just jumping right into it. Also, best intro for a case ever. Just putting that out there.
It is really. Defense attorney Tiny Weiss and prosecutor Marnie. I wish I had tiny suits for them, but I can't, so.
Yeah. I mean, this still looked slick as hell on the DS, because they were trying to show off the technology. Oh no, Badger! It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up.
Oh no, what do I do for an Emma voice? They didn't put Rise from the Ashes in the anime, so I'm gonna have to go with nothing.
Oh shit! Wait, what day is it? We are
February 19.
We are 3 days away from being on an anniversary for this, which would be the 5th anniversary. Because this takes place in 2016.
Yes, it's supposed to be 2016
or
2017.
2017, so it would be 4 years.
2017 would be the fourth.
Yeah, February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright and Co. law offices. Why do I come here to my office? Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. I think this is you.
There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. I love her like this.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey.
Talk about dense attorney, yeah.
Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you?
I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here.
So you are the coffee boy?
I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney.
Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case?
All right, well, I'm going to turn you up in comparison to... Actually, you already turned up pretty far. Okay, I'll turn down the... Everyone, how's the audio, for the record? Just because
I don't know what I can't think of, like, a baseline for Emma, so I'm just giving her Lindsay Seidel's, Maya voice, like, pitched down a little.
Turn down this even more. No, that's iTunes. What am I turning down? Shit. No. Fuck. Oh, damn. Oh, no. Okay, so here.
I always loved her theme.
Isn't it just the... I don't think it's a unique theme, is it?
No, it's like a redo of Turnabout Sisters a little bit, but...
So what in the world is this from? It's Ace Attorney. That's what this is from. Rooster Teeth accidentally deletes the episode trying to make space on their phone. Audio's okay. Yay, Phoenix Wright with a Phoenix. Yep. I love these games. No, I'm not the Phoenix Wright. I'm Celtic Phoenix Wright. Yeah.
I love these games. Rise from the Ashes is my second favorite case in the series, behind Farewell My Turnabout. And it has a very special place in my heart because Emma's my favorite character. So.
Yeah. Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though.
That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now.
But you are Phoenix Wright, right? Undefeated defense attorney?
Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere.
Please! I'm out of time.
But...
Please, you have to help. It's my sister.
I don't know how do I eloquate? Exclamation point. Maya, could it be? You're possessing this young child? Get out of her, Maya! Free this young woman! Ozpin! Okay, I'll hear you out.
Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator.
Scientific investigator? Alright, well, let's talk. Man, it's been a while since I've played one of these games. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator. Quotation marks.
Yes, that's right. Is something wrong?
No, just you seem kind of, jumpy. Or maybe just young?
Young. I'll be 16 years old this year.
Oh, she's not even 16 yet. I forgot she's 15 in this. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16?
I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known. At my age, no less.
So what exactly is your current position?
Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. I guess she was smart enough to skip a grade.
Multiple. Because if she's only 15 right now, she'd be a fresh...
No, you'd be 10th in 10th grade at age 15 going on 16.
I guess you're right. I mean, because I guess, I don't know how it was, because I was 18 when I graduated. And because I was born in April. So, like, she could technically have been a freshman at this time. Technically, could be.
No,
but,
usually 15 going on 16 is 10th grade. I feel like this is going to turn into that one form on the bodybuilder, the one argument on the bodybuilder form.
I think it's your line. Did you ever read this?
But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less.
Right, another future professional in training. Which, now that I think about it, knowing more about Japan, coming back to this, that makes a lot more sense to me now. Knowing Japanese culture is it kind of locks you in pretty early on. So, what's this case? What's about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow?
My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't.
She'd shoot them in the face. So, it's a murder case.
I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact.
And there's a witness.
Just talk to her. You have to talk to her.
Right. I suppose I will.
Guys, how's my Emma voice? I'm getting into it now.
Mm-hmm.
I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but...
That's interesting. How would she know Mia?
Oh, in Japan, 15 going 16 is 11th grade. That's why it's off.
Oh, right. Right.
Well, I like... the localization of this game, I always like it better because it just makes everything that much weirder. Like, I could buy that Emma skipped a grade.
Eat your hamburger, Apollo.
You're... No, I mean, the part of the localization I really like is when it's like, Athena's mother, had a kimono and liked katanas. Like, okay, in Japan, sure. In Los Angeles, she is a giant weeb, and that's so in line with how Athena is.
I know it like there's, oh god, I have one of my biggest dreams, right up there with doing a Halo live action series, is to do a live action Ace Attorney series. I would love that chance. I think it would be insane to do.
Please set it in Los Angeles.
Oh, it's going to be set in Los Angeles. It's going to be It's going to be Japanifornia. I'm going to make it full on Japanifornia. Like, I'm going to rewrite the history of the United States to make it all work. It's going to be great.
I think I read something about it on like TV Tropes like 10 years ago. Apparently what it is, it's the alternate timeline is that there were no Japanese internment camps.
Interesting. I thought what I heard was that it was the alternate timeline where Japan just never went to war with America.
I could buy that too. Anyway.
Yeah. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then?
Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know.
Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one.
I believe investigations should be done scientifically. I've watched a lot of forensic files. It's what Lana left on when she left the house.
NCIS is my biggest... Gibbs on NCIS is my biggest crush.
Who's the, is that the scientist girl with the pony?
Oh, yeah, no, that's Abby. Abby is... I want to marry Abby when I grow up. You realize she's not real.
I want to be Abby when I grow up.
Oh god, I just had the image of her just being like, I want to crawl in your skin, and just like the actress running for her life from like Emma wielding a knife.
Don't you?
Yeah. Sure, can't fault her for lack of enthusiasm.
If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister?
I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I've also watched a lot of forensic files. That's what it is. It's just forensic files.
I'm looking forward to it. I guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister.
Abby was William's first goth crush? Based?
She was a cutie, although you can tell... Like, in the early seasons, she could really pull off the pigtail look, but the longer the show went on...
Yeah, she's, like, old now.
Yeah, she's hitting... I believe the term is hitting the wall. I don't think it's definitely a graceful hit, but it's not... She can't pull off the young, sprightly type anymore. She needs to go for a more... Oh my god, what if she did, like, the anime mom side ponytail? And just started being like, Ara, Ara.
Also, chat wants to know if the Phoenix Wright series is what inspired your name. Like, if the Phoenix part of Celtic Phoenix was Phoenix Wright.
It was definitely a contributor.
Cool.
Phoenix Wright actually was I was going through a really rough time at some point during the summer between freshman and sophomore year in college. Very rough time. And over the summer, I decided to, hey, the Phoenix Wright series I hear was good. I'm going to take a look into that. I started playing the first game, and for like 2 weeks straight, I just binged the entire series. Everything I get my hands on. It was, well, except for the Edgeworth sequels, which I played a year later. But it really helped me through a really rough time in my life. So I have a very fond memory for this series.
My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school.
So they went to the same school, huh?
She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. What a weird thing to tell your sister. Like, I have 2 older sisters, and not once has one of them ever been like, Molly, if you need legal help...
I mean... that's a good question. Because
It's like she just knew Emma would break the law one day. It was just a matter of time.
Emma, this is the third time you've blown up the science lab at school. If you ever need a defense attorney. Incidentally, Mia is a woman.
Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's.
Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close.
Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her.
Huh?
But she's my only family.
Your only family? What about your parents?
They died in a car accident when I was little.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh wait. First rule, what do you do? Present.
You present the badge.
See, this is my attorney's badge.
Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before.
And the first one has actually been interested in mine, believe me.
Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit.
She analyzed it, scientifically.
There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'll give you $50 for it.
Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yeah. Oh!
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 Oh, man.
Oof.
Yeah, give him 2 years, Emma.
Alright, 1 minute, I gotta put something outside my door.
He's gone. Somebody asked me a question.
Alright, so. Yeah, no, to explain, I have wipes here because one of our cats, the oldest one, he has a little bit of a litter box problem, so when he gets in here, I make sure I have that on hand if I need it. But my sister's cat today had a, let's say, emergency, and she's a big fluffy girl. So, like, this entire morning, I was in bed reading after waking up, which, I say morning, it was like 2 p.m. And she just calls me and is like, can you, like, bring me down the cat shampoo? My cat had an accident. And so I came down, and we spent, like, 40 minutes this morning holding this big fluffy chunker of a cat down inside of a sink. And, like, because we couldn't find the cat shampoo, we were just using cat wipes to clean her off. And it was miserable. So, apparently she needs the wipes now. What is my favorite bird? That's a very good question.
No, that was to me. I asked them to give me a question.
What is your
while
favorite bird?
You're done. Now that is actually a really good question because I love birds. I'm very interested in birds. The barn swallow is my favorite bird. But I'm also a big fan of red-shouldered hawks and several different types of falcons.
Mine is...
And owls.
Mine is, what is it? The shoebill. I love shoebills. They're adorable. Okay, so let's see.
Penguins. Pretty great.
Looks like it's cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're playing a second branch outside the city. Egads, the bellboy was staring right at me. I love they keep, like, whenever you look out the window, they always make reference to, like, the gatewater. Like, it's just ever present. It's great. Now, there's a poster of the Steel Samurai on the wall. Maya stuck it up there on the day that she left. I didn't have the heart to take it down.
Oh.
I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though.
So can we make Weiss and Winters jokes with this case? You can, because you'll meet Lana and you'll see. You will see.
Mia's desk. I sit here even less now that I've stopped taking cases. I ought to at least dust it off once in a while. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I tried reading one and it made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt too. Phoenix is precious. He's great. Mia's plant, Charlie. I'm taking care of him in Maya's absence. Oh, that's it you have to say? Okay. Alright, let's move. Burrowing owls? Oh, they are cute. I think Weiss and Winter. Yeah, Winter. So February 2nd, Descendants Center. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived.
I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that her sister is in jail.
You want to do,
Oh gosh, what? I have to voice Lana. Guards, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors.
Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister.
No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year?
I understood, ma'am. I don't know if you have that power anymore still, but you know what? I'm not taking the risk. What was that all about?
Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Hey, how do you know me?
Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit.
I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do?
My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district.
You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one lawyer. Well, that's
Peter Flynn asks, how much does Phoenix Games get wrong? They get everything wrong. It's not our defense system, and it's a parody of a different country's defense system.
Yeah. Although, like, the best part is...
I hate seeing, smug law people be like, the Phoenix Wright games are inaccurate. Like, no shit. Everybody knows that.
Anyone who likes the game knows. Like anyone that has done a cursory amount of research can just look up, oh, this is sort of how the Japanese system works, just a little bit. And
yeah, the most horrifying part of Ace Attorney is that it's supposed to be like a parody of the Japanese of a real legal system.
Well, because the Japanese legal system is horrifying. They have a 95 to 99% conviction rate. Like, that's terrifying.
I think it's because they won't take any cases unless they know.
Well, that and they have guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah. Also, making fun of Ace Attorney for being inaccurate to law is like making fun of the Fast and the Furious for being inaccurate to driving. Like, dude, we know it's a story.
Yeah, and the thing is, what really annoys me is that it establishes the rules themselves. The one that pissed me off was Matt Pat did a video on Ace Attorney and said, "Oh, Phoenix Wright forges evidence and he breaks the rules." And it's like, okay, Matt Pat, he gauged it by real world standards. Like, okay, Matt Pat, the universe itself establishes the rules. In this case, like, he played the first game but skipped Rise from the Ashes completely, where they established the rules of evidence. And then he's like, oh, and Phoenix Wright, like, his big gotcha was Phoenix Wright is a criminal, which anyone that played Apollo Justice knows that technically, yes, Phoenix is a criminal. It's like Matt Pat did no research.
That's the premise of that game.
Like, that's the entire premise, is that he's been gone for 9 years. It's like, oh man, it really ticks me off. And then the one that really got me mad was watching a real lawyer watch the Ace Attorney anime. It was Eagle, Legal Eagle.
Legal.
Screw that guy. He was
the guy I was thinking about. It's so smug. Bro, I know it's fake. Hi, I'm an expert on rats, and I'm gonna tell you why Ratatouille actually isn't accurate. Like,
and there's like, it frustrates me. People frustrate me. Okay, two sisters, one lawyer, coming to an internet near you. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Examine.
So the thing that was never clear, does Lana know Mia's dead?
I think she
She
does.
has to, right?
Yeah, I think she does. I think it's just like it's old
just never
advice.
told Emma.
Yeah, just Emma never learned. Yeah, smile for the camera. It's only just 2 p.m. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He's frozen in fear of the frigid Miss Lana. I'm feeling a bit chilly myself. What I love is that every single time you examine the guard in this room, they usually give a reason why he's standing stock still to explain that he's just part of the background. It's great. Actually, no, first things first, present.
Your badge looks new.
I polish it daily.
In a few years, the gold plating will flake off. Then we'll see the real you.
Oh! Wow, they are, like, was this intentional? I guess it was, because this was made back-to-back with Apollo Justice. It was on the same engine, in fact. So, yeah, whatever happened to instant small talk?
Give it 3 years, then we'll see what you have become.
Oh my god, okay, they were definitely, like, I was like, oh, maybe that was just like an accidental foreshadow. They are definitely foreshadowing the hell out of Apollo Justice.
There's something you should know from the start.
Which is?
The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime.
Huh?
Wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright?
Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened?
The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m.
That's quite specific.
It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it?
The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Prosecutor's office, huh? Your subordinate's car. A car trunk. Classy.
I was arrested on the spot. Caught red-handed, as it were.
Well, that's just great. So who was the victim?
Investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective.
A detective?
Death was due to loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach.
By you.
Yeah. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal.
I see.
Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you?
Uh-oh.
Why? Mr. Wright, what does it mean?
Well, it means...
The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so.
This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Okay, let's see this from the chat.
That was my Lana voice. I think this is the voice I used for, like, Coco or something.
I think it is too. I remember it. Alright, Matt Pat doing this for honor video, and half the medieval community on YouTube stepped up and told him how wrong he is, while giving him offers to proofread his stuff. If I knew how much anger would be generated by my question, who am I kidding? I would still ask my question anyway. You were the one that asked the... is it past family practice law? Oh no, don't worry about it, man. People frustrate me. Raymond 2021. Legal Eagle is a massive douche. Yes, he is. Do you see his hair? The guard did it. This guard is frozen with fear from the ex-Schnee Lana Sky. Like, you guys joke, but, like, there is a Phoenix Wright Ruby crossover that fans did. There is a, like, custom games. We might play that on stream at some point.
Well, considering everybody in Ruby has an IQ hovering around room temperature, that's going to be really interesting.
I mean, like, obviously Ruby is the defense attorney, Weiss is the prosecutor. I'm not sure, I think Winter is in it. Remember what I had to do. So I have a landmine there. It was Detective Fatman with his assistant, Dashi. Lana was in trouble from the very start. Rest in peace, Raven Nick Phantom. Oh, dude, why do you have such a long name?
He's just saying he's late.
Yeah.
No worries.
So you're the chief prosecutor.
That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by the prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell.
That's an awfully large nutshell.
Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't.
Lana? What happened to your hand?
Oh, this? I cut myself by accident, when I stabbed him, that is.
Huh?
I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose.
How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait.
So, while we have, like, little...
What?
Oh, okay, we're still going on this tangent.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Okay, what do you want to ask?
Oh, I just want to say, the guy who did the design specifically for this case, because for those of you who don't know, this is the last case of the first game chronologically, but it wasn't added until
The
they
re-release.
re-released the game on the DS.
Yeah.
So that's why it uses a lot of like the DS engine to its advantage. That's kind of how they came up with Emma. They used, you'll see they use a lot of like the forensic sciencey stuff is all like touchscreen and microphone and stuff like that. And the guy who did the character designs for this game, I'm blanking on who his name is, but he also did the designs for Apollo Justice and for the crossover with Professor Layton. And it's I've looked him up before, and he really likes women in suits. He really likes women in suits.
I mean, can't blame him. Can't blame him. It's a good look. And actually, I want to point out, this is what I like about Ace Attorney character design a lot, is that it's kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, it's just grounded enough. It's like enhanced realism, quote unquote, where it's just like
magical realism.
Yeah, where it's like the uniform here is, it still looks professional. It just looks a little like gaudier, a little more over the top. You got the pauldrons on the pauldron frills or whatever you call them. You got the medals on the chest, but it's not too much. It's skirting towards too much, but it's not too much. And this is where I think later games in the series get a little too over the top with their designs.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you who are curious, look up the Professor Layton crossover. Look up Eve Darklaw. You'll see exactly Eve. He said Eve Darklaw is his favorite character design because it has all the elements he likes to use when designing a woman. So make of that what you will.
You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her.
A few years. Oh yeah. Okay. Emma told you that too, did she?
Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office.
Although it did seem he has very little in common with Mia.
Hey!
It was in law school. That was in my third year. She was auditing the class. She was different than the other students.
Different?
But probably had something to do with the fact that she had to deal with Phoenix.
Well, no, she didn't have to deal with Phoenix until, because like Phoenix literally signed on right around the. Well, wait.
I'm talking about her first case.
Was that around the same time? If she was auditing the class, she wasn't a lawyer yet.
No, I mean it was after she graduated, but like. I mean, we could math this out. When does that case take place?
Oh, 20. I want to say 2012, maybe? For those of you guys who don't know, the Phoenix Wright series has a very firm timeline. Which actually, people complain about this case because it messes with the timeline a little bit when it comes to Edgeworth. Yeah. But, it's like a minor gripe. It's like it's months instead of year type deal. Yeah, here we go. Let's go on.
She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. It was like a great
Excuse
line.
me? Yeah, you know exactly. People ran with that line.
Yeah, they did. But it's like press like A, like go to the next line. It's the next line that.
Excuse me?
Intellectually attracted.
I don't know. I like the idea of like Emma is just pure baby and she doesn't understand what her older sister was talking about. Like you could
Lana
spin
was
that.
top of her class in school.
I was the best. Oh, it's.
I was the best there. I was the best there was.
Oh,
I'm doing pretty good at school too, by the way.
it sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Oh, that was Mr. Wright. That was your.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Wright.
Excuse me?
As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt.
Lana.
Oh, sorry. I think it's safe to say there's no way you could take this case. None.
But Lana,
Sorry, adorable younger sister. I have to go.
My people need me.
why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. Huh?
I know you didn't do it, Lana.
I know. So, how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana.
Mr. Wright,
Yes?
I believe our discussion here has ended. The rest, I leave to you.
You mean you're requesting my services as your defense?
Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over.
Right. I'll do what I can to get you to the bottom of this. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of you. I mean this. Oh. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. Is that look in Emma's eyes? There's something else going on here. And I'm going to find out what.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Huh? About what?
My sister, she's not always like that, you know.
I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again.
She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her.
I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her?
I don't know for certain myself. I think she started supporting the Los Angeles Rams and things just went down from there. I think she... well, maybe not.
Sound like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking. Underground parking at the prosecutor's office. I think you're missing garage. Or the was that the underground parking?
Yeah. That's like correct.
Present anything? Nope. Okay, so we had to go. God, I remember years ago I found someone who did a live action rendition of this entire story. The entirety of Rise from the Ashes. It was live action.
That's insane.
But it was like so painfully low budget. Oh god, it was like you could definitely tell like they were using like some room at their school or like at a public community center to like do the courtroom scenes. It was hilariously but like, I admire the fact they went through the entire case. The entire
Yeah,
case.
for those of you who don't know, this case is 7 hours long on average.
Yeah, it's a doozy. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened.
Looks like they're still investigating.
Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this.
Hey everyone, keep up the good work.
Hey, what are you thinking?
Well, they're going to be my co-workers in 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. Since when, Phoenix? I guess technically he's not supposed to, yeah. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expecting to go unnoticed there, partner? Oh, it's this partner.
This is Marshall.
As Marshall? Okay. See, this is where I think it's a little ridiculous with the character designs. Also, I hate this guy's theme song. Like, I get it, but like, it's too much. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Doggies, I think it is.
Emma.
Mr. Marshall.
Marshall? Looks like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see?
Strike?
This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina.
Yeehaw.
You know that he's not actually drinking anything alcoholic. You just know it because, like, that's the thing. It's a running joke in Phoenix Wright. No one ever actually drinks alcohol. It's always fruit juice, and that's not like a weird translation buff. That's it. That's an actual thing that the developers just like. No, I like it that they get like drunk off of grape juice. It's like, what?
The second case has a guy who's just like tomato juice is like a big evidence thing.
Yeah. Was that a hombre a friend of yours?
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective.
Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. At least, I can say this, they at least highlight how ridiculous he is, and this is in LA, so, like, they're near a desert. That's fair.
I think Gumshoe has a line about it.
Yeah. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer.
Wait!
Nice voice crack, Molly.
What are you doing, Mr. Wright?
What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police.
I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
Like, you have to like, let's be very scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. They just like.
Let's be very scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed in the pocket.
Okay, the line isn't for a while from now, but Gumshoe says something. It's like, he's from the Wild West, West LA.
Yeah.
I'm called to duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay?
By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this.
Okay, now. Look at the court record.
I love this song.
You have to be sure to examine examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle.
Emma looking over your shoulder, just.
Oh, look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of F.
Or I could just click it. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. Why is that blurred out? Why is all that blurred out? Like, we literally just learned all that information right here. You can tell.
See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful?
I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman ID added to the court record.
Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find.
I guess we'll be on my toes from now on. Okay, so, examine.
Are we sure this is Emma and not Ruby taking her place? Emma has more personality in one fingernail than Ruby does in her entire existence.
Yeah, it's actually kind of sad that you can draw parallels between them because, like, Ruby was, like, we were introduced to Ruby and she was introduced as sort of this gun nut. Like, you could see, like, her and Emma maybe getting along. Like proto-Ruby is what I call Volume 1 Ruby.
Emma, as an adult, knows about guns. Canonically.
True.
So does Trucy.
Yeah, remember, I think we'll be hearing it.
The gun that shoots bullets. Bullets the cat.
Remember, guys, that, rifling patterns are the fingerprints of the gun. That's a meme. We'll be running into it, I assure you.
Emma's voice is not nearly as childish as Ruby's in later seasons.
Do you mean I should voice it like this? Isn't this fun?
You enrage me. Alright.
What did Floof send us?
What? I can't look at it or else it'll screw up what picture of it. Tell me if it's worth it. Is it worth it to show? What is it?
It's like a video, but it's
Oh.
funny.
Okay.
Anyway. Oh no, does Chet actually want me to do the Ruby voice? I like this voice.
Yeah, let her keep her voice. Emma unzips her skin to reveal her true disgusting form of Ruby. No.
Look, a door. This must mean something.
I'm not sure that door
Me?
means anything.
I'm angry.
Just giving that to Janice. Anytime someone does the "No, I'm angry," I have to read it out.
No, it won't open. A mysterious lock.
I fail to see what's mysterious about it.
Mr. Wright,
You need to learn your life more.
Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
aha, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
What's the difference? In scientific terms, please.
Scientific, huh?
Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright.
This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. That's another classic.
You need to stop looking at the world through your narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Oh my god, this makes it so much easier playing in the HD remake because, like, it gives you check marks of what you've already checked and what needs to be checked again. You guys will not understand the pain of playing the original on DS.
Here, a phone. Let's see if it works.
Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure.
What is she babbling about?
Hey, what did you just say?
See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken.
Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice.
You can see the whole parking lot from in there.
It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe?
Huh?
Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later.
I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office.
You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day.
Too bad they don't have a test for common sense.
Yeah.
This is where the cars leave the lot.
The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance.
What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit.
Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose.
Aha! The theory of relativity.
What?
I've got to write this down. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright! Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British?
Mr. Relativity. Are you sure that was his name? I completely forgot how stupid Emma was.
Oh, I was a dumbass as a kid.
An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water.
It's heavy, I can't even budget it.
The drum over here is on its side.
Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a staking.
I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested.
What? I'm not suspicious.
Alright, slide? Is that right? Yep, there we go. God, I remember, like, I got stuck on that screen because I didn't know you could change screens.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is.
Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Gah, scary.
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car?
Well, little Phyllis got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh?
Please.
No problem, partner. About time for Vitlas, anyway.
Vittles.
Vittles. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Who does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter?
Note to self. Look up Vittles, Saloon, Cerveza.
I love her little mouth there. Super cute. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great.
Great. Maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out.
I think this is a woman. I think this is Star.
Let's see. Oh, I can't do a Star voice, but I'll try. Oh man, I should have just gave Lana my normal register and gave Star the deep register.
You could give her like a really high-pitched register.
Excuse me. Were you two all set?
Yeah, you'll see in a second why that doesn't work.
Oh.
Us? Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Ara.
We found her, Miss Ara herself.
Again, Primissio character design. The most ridiculous thing about it, I would say, are
The hat.
the hat. Which like even in like, if I were to do a live action version of this, you could actually like twist some of the design, because like this right here is obviously supposed to be a little hot dog weenie that's been split and put into a bento. What you could do with that, you could turn that into like a gemstone type deal and make it still look like that shape, but also like have it be like, you know, an actual piece of like decor. And like, I guess the hat you could give like some kind of frill that looks like a rice ball. Oh man, that's making me hungry for rice balls. What's this? She couldn't be.
You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene.
It's like I couldn't even begin to start thinking about what to do here.
Well, with Lana, you give her sort of like a flat inflection. Try and give her like a low, but like more emotive inflection, I guess.
Hello, half and half, was it? Like that.
Yeah, I think that works.
Oh, thanks.
Why does she have jelly donuts on her head? We love to see the Pokemon fans roll out.
Yeah.
And you, sir?
Yes?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Oh my god, that looks so good. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business.
This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passers-by. Or are you officers?
No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance.
Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over.
Cough up? Huh?
You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch.
I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The image isn't burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets.
Secrets?
Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? Okay. Crunchy. Some crunchy goodness.
Everyone's just like, crunchy, no!
I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective.
What?
A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about?
Please.
cough up.
Oh, this is me.
Okay.
Please, cough up queen. Tell us what happened.
The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it.
Got it. Memorized.
Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels.
Is the implication that like she looks like a prostitute?
I think so. If anybody wanted Molly ASMR, here it is.
Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it.
It's actually not as difficult to do Angel's voice as it is to do Lana's because the inflection takes the strain off my voice. Like, Lana's is, when it's like way down here, that's actually really hard. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know the daily special on Friday every week is salmon.
Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason?
You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity.
The evil ones?
Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all blackening the names of innocents. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce.
So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday.
I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul.
Do you have a personal grievance against the prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil?
Young miss. Mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen.
Ew.
Billion-dollar idea. Food, Dom. Make disgusting food and force people to eat it.
Oh. Oh, I mean, that was... Did you see that there was the food porn torturer? Like, I can't remember what it was, but it was basically a lady that did, like, BDSM on food. It was like, it was a video joke. It was just like a gag where it's like,
Oh my
these,
God,
like,
my
whips
hair
and
is
stuff.
getting long.
I know that feeling.
A few more months, I will look like an anime character. The most heinous of all the evil ones they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all.
Really?
Really? What? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it you witnessed, Miss Starr?
It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so...
Yeah.
Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see.
You mean you saw the very moment of the crime?
The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife.
Wait a second, you know Lana Skye?
Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder?
She always travels light.
Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name?
Lana is 29, by the way. So that is a weird age to be a chief prosecutor.
I mean, yeah, and they're usually voted for? I think prosecutors are typically voted for. Although, I think it does differ per county.
Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr?
Viewer count rose when Food Mommy showed up. I come here every day to sell lunches. I only import the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here.
Why not make the lunches here rather than import them?
Did you say something?
Oh, so that's why they're all terrible. I guess maybe in the original it was she's a terrible cook, but in this she's just too lazy to make them, imports them, and they go spoiled along the way.
I mean, I'm sure you could also just buy, like, shit quality bento boxes in Japan. Like, fast food.
I don't know. I'll tell you, in Japan, shit quality bento boxes are better than some middle grade, like, meals in America.
So it's Star with an extra R. Yeah, that's actually a pretty common spelling of the name. I knew a girl with that last name in high school.
No.
Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell by someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set.
Trilobite what?
Never mind. You win.
I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, oh, is there?
Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office.
Your boyfriend?
See the security room over there?
The glass-walled booth?
No. I sell my lunches and, since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him.
Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance.
So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here.
Useful analysis. Not. You see, I love how in the first in the trilogy, Phoenix just doesn't. He does not give a shit about people, or like he doesn't. He cuts the crap. He's immediately like, but then then something
he does
happens.
not have the patience for this nonsense.
And then in Apollo Justice, he gets depressed and becomes the character that's goofy.
And his daughter is a criminal. Not like officially, but definitely has done illegal things.
Oh, totally. Ah.
She has boyfriend. Calm down, chat. Boyfriend in chat.
Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility.
Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder.
I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past.
That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough up queen.
I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Well. No, not check. Oh, wait, I forgot. Oh. So the back of a badge looks like. I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. Oh. Do you care about reading this out?
You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone?
No, I'd be found out right away.
Well, that's no fun.
Oh, no, I didn't want to... Alright. So, is it...
Why is it like a screw?
Because it is. I think it's because it's actually more firm. Oh, I can rotate with the H, N, B, M. What are these controls, Capcom?
Fighting game controllers. I'm gonna play Ace Attorney with a fight stick, just like Capcom wants me to.
No, I don't want. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to present. So.
A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland Pickle Supreme Lunchbox?
Wow, it's really crunchy.
I can go for pickle right about now. I like pickles. A box of pickles. Kind of a sad lunch, if you ask me.
My favorite thing about Ace Attorney is once a character has like commit to a part, they never shut up about it.
Yeah. About this card.
Lunchland vendors accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else.
No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective.
And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective.
Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Alright. Well, next place. The High Prosecutor! Oh, right. Forgot about Edgeworth's office. This man knows exactly how to accessorize. Room 1202.
This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look, there's a trophy or something here.
A trophy? What? That shield?
Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk.
Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Long time no see, Edgeworth.
Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth!
You know him from somewhere?
Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once, and...
Right, her sister's chief prosecutor and all. Well, what brings you here today? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
No, did I... No. It was just Mr. Wright here. He...
Hey, don't blame me.
We're just here to investigate a murder case.
Murder?
Human Squidward.
A body was found in this nasty bright red car in the parking lot.
That would be my car. What of it? I love this little smile he has on his face, because, like, either he's, like, super annoyed, or, like, he's just amused that, like, he overheard her talking about how much of a big fan she was, and yet everything she said has so far been, like, horrifically insulting. He's just like, this girl has no idea what she's doing.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of her MO, is not knowing what she's doing. Why? Your car?
I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream.
I have neighbors, I'm not gonna scream.
That's fair.
Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket.
Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it.
I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture.
She's getting way too excited about this. Is that the outfit that he wears in investigations? Or
I think
no,
so.
no, is that the one he was wearing when he was up against Mia?
Let me look that up. In Bridge to the Turnabout?
Yeah. Or was it Bridge to
Oh
the
wait, no, the
Turnabout?
one before Bridge to the Turnabout.
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa.
Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap.
Turnabout Beginnings, that's what I was thinking. Anyway.
I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning.
Alright, bye, Floof.
Bye, Floof.
Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow.
I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working.
I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seam.
She definitely reads Fujo fanfic.
Oh, she draws Fujo art. You can tell.
I promise you that is a line from a Fujo fanfic. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't be
She's
surprised if they
so
use that
cool.
beat for beat.
what?
Sofa hair is cool.
What'd you say?
Someone probably used that line beat for beat.
Emma, stay off AO3. No! I wonder which cheeks she means.
Oh!
Hey, a chessboard.
I'm not too up on my chest, but it looks like Blue's in a bit of a tight spot.
The Red Knights have surrounded the Blue Pawn.
Huh?
Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing.
Emma draws Phoenix X Edgeworth.
Oh, don't. You know what really sucks? I can see why people love that ship so much. It's just, it's not for me. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, I'm not shocked you're not into Fujo fanfics.
well, the thing is, like, I can. Like, there's, from My Hero Academia, there's people that do, Baku Kiri. And, like, I'm decently okay with that one. I can get it. But the Phoenix and Edgeworth one, it's like something about their builds, their physical builds, that just doesn't compute with me. Like, they're both kind
They're
of
not
big.
good looking. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, basically, like, physically, I don't like them together. Like, I think they're both like.
It's like when I tell people who have Attack on Titan ships. How? They're all ugly. That's like the MO of the character design in that show. Especially the men. The men are never good looking. Look at Bertolt. Sorry to all you Bertolt fans. Porco has a zoomer haircut. They did that. They just did that.
I mean, hey, but like, you know, people go out there for Mikasa abs. Just saying.
Mikasa's an exception. Look, Mikasa abs have nothing on. Post time skip Sasha's arms. You like see her from like this angle, and her shoulder is like here. Fun fact: Ace Attorney was specifically made to cater to Fujos. I believe that. Just how many there are. Emma in 2020. Lana, the straight men on Twitter are doing homoerotic things again.
Look,
Emma, don't give them money. I have to give them money.
look, the only canon ship I will accept is Phoenix X Iris, which won't become relevant.
That's the only good ship in this whole franchise.
I will disagree on that.
Doesn't Levi have an army of... Hold on. Doesn't Levi have an army of fangirls? Yes! And he's ugly, so I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get
He's
it either.
ugly and does not have a good personality either.
I think it's because he's cleans. I think that's why. Girls just want a guy that cleans.
Like the only thing he has going on is that he's like emotionless.
I don't get I like people really like Rey from Evangelion, and I'm just like, why? Like I get it, she's an interesting character, but like, why? She's
Anyway, let's move on here.
yeah.
Emma, stop giving the TikTokers money. There's like a thing apparently where like straight dudes on TikTok, they'll like do stuff like kiss each other on the cheek, and like they've been like interviewed, like specifically it's because they know that it makes money from teen girls.
I can make money like that?
Yeah. Well, it depends. Do you have tussled, messy, short hair, 5 o'clock shadow, and picture perfect abs? Also, you can't be too tall.
I can get the abs, and I think I can work on the rest.
Well, you're also 27, and you have to be like 18. It's like the K-pop rules. Once you're 23, that's it.
If I shave, actually, the thing is, I look really young. If I shave, I can pass for a high schooler, easy. If I cut my hair, like I can look like I did back in high school, but technically more fit because I'm not fat anymore.
Whoa, these are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder.
Odd. Thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights.
He must have someone get them for him.
Oh.
Strange. Why did I just picture Detective
Oh, that
Gumshoe?
was the other good ship in this game. Is Gumshoe X Maggie?
Yes. Blessed ship. They need to bring in Gumshoe X Maggie, and they need to have like a little daughter that's like.
They need to have like I want you know, in the 3D games they have like all these models they can use instead of just the sprites, so they can do like really complex animations. What I need is Gumshoe, and he has like 3 toddlers that are constantly crawling around him.
Oh yeah, and but they or
Like one's on his back, one's in his arm, and one's pulling on his leg.
and like he has like an older child that's like the luckiest girl in the world. Like she like literally just falls into like success. Like just the idea that like two bad luck parents make like the luckiest child on the planet. I think that'd be adorable.
He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool.
You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. I'm trying to think of other...
He's afraid of heights because of the elevator, right?
Yes, because of the elevator.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of... There gotta be other ships that are decent in this. I mean, we've gone back and forth on...
Athena and Apollo is the only other good one.
Athena and Apollo...
They're perfect.
I like
They're perfect together.
No, I like Apollo and Vera. I just wish they brought... I wish they brought back characters more.
Ooh, cute. What a pretty tea set.
I got more for the instant tea bags myself. I go more for the instant tea bags myself.
Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves.
What drawer?
They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction.
There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far.
My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth.
No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy?
Oh, the full version of My War is out. Who was waiting? Sorry. I was gonna say, Chris was waiting for that.
Yeah. Oh, I just remember who this is. Wendy.
Yeah.
Old bag.
And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one.
Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Oh, between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Aw.
Wendy, is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance?
She's so upset.
I don't think so. Anything else?
It's like, I'm gonna marry Edgeworth.
Interesting choice of a man to have a crush on as a teenager.
Yeah. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect.
What a nice desk! Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Oh.
Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't. He'll sue you. Old bag can be shipped with
Emma,
anyone.
are you okay? No, I'm angry.
She will get angry later. Like later in this case.
Emma, no! My OTP
You know,
of myself and Edgeworth. I've been wondering, what the heck is this?
it has a big K on it.
Bureau of Prosecutors. Huh? What was that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
King of prosecutors?
Emma said KKK, oh no.
No. It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K, that's...
K stands for king?
Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing.
King of prosecutors. Kind of like employee of the month, only better.
King of Prosecutors trophy added to the court record. So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less.
we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him.
Wait, no, she didn't do that.
Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then?
Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again.
She's so pure. Look at that little, like,
I know.
little arms in. Like, oh, she's so cute.
Yeah.
Now, that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder.
I don't know, Edgeworth. That's pretty in line with how your life goes.
Yeah. More surprising still.
Investigations happens over... The 2 investigations games are, like, in the same month.
Yes, you're right. They are. Because, like, he's, like, on vacation at the end of the first one. And that's where the second one picks up. I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand... Wait. What did you just say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor. The top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow.
You? Mr. Edgeworth?
I really want chili right now. To be honest.
As my best friend always says, how about you have some homemade chili and then you'll calm down. He loves making chili.
It's a bit of a miracle. I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Well, I mean, there was that Fujoshi fanfic that got spread around, but we don't know who spread that. Just Emma in the corner just, like, wringing her hands. Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember at a time when we weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of the last year. However, there are some who say that I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop.
But
Some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. And they think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Oh, I guess I did this in the wrong order. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case.
that's right, I remember.
2 years ago? I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken.
Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person. But I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you.
Then why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that,
I guess Emma pins it like that.
she stabbed him with my knife.
Why does Edgeworth have a knife? I mean, I know why, but... like, I guess it makes sense that he'd have a knife. Maybe I should start styling my hair like this. No, that looks stupid.
Yeah, you need a little more bang.
Yeah, I do. I try to think about how she has it like parted like that.
She parts it on the left side, which is actually...
Yeah, I'm doing it backwards, but I usually part my hair to the left, or to the right, rather. So.
Well, yeah, parting it on the left is actually a masculine thing, as I understand it, and parting it on the right is a feminine thing. So that's kind of an interesting design choice.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon?
To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Murder weapon, usually Edgeworth toolbox. Trace of victim's blood, no prints. Edgeworth. What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke?
You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.
Raymond, you sound like you could become a voice actor for Ace Attorney. It's interesting. The woman who voiced Dahlia in the anime, she got her start doing Let's Plays of Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
She does a good job too. The woman in the English dub, I mean.
That's not what I want.
She sounded like she was born to play Dahlia Hawthorne. If you're going to give the anime a try, like in season 2, I would just, like.
Although I don't, she likes the anime.
Watching.
I don't. I do not like that. I think it goes way too over the top with the comedy. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago.
Brady, thing problems. I should know. I have a 5 head. I have a 5 head, but I make it work.
What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yet my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this.
Mr. Wright,
Huh? What?
are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, I'll take it for sure, won't he?
I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty.
If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna have to start getting depressed.
Oh.
Oh, I guess we should examine this.
Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here.
Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it.
Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet Mr. Von Karma sometime.
When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Let's see. I screwed up rotating this.
You should examine the top.
There's really nothing to examine here.
The top is broken. That's like a thing.
Yeah,
It's
but
like a big thing.
it's not highlighting.
Okay. It'll be relevant later.
So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, Mr. Wright. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Emma.
Huh? Why's that?
I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where? Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah.
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
What does it matter? I got more important things to worry about.
Don't worry, this won't be relevant.
Oh, right.
He doesn't seem too concerned about this award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday?
I was gonna say, actually, people have voice acting. I actually voice acted Phoenix Wright for a series that was doing basically a voice recording of the entire series. We got through Turnabout Sisters, I want to say, before the project fell dead because of people just flipping out or dropping out. But yeah, I voiced Phoenix Wright himself. I was up there for either Phoenix or Edgeworth. Me and the same guy, me and this other guy were both up there for that, and they couldn't decide which. And then I just kept saying, "I'll take Phoenix." I wish maybe I should look into those guys, see if I can find some more on them. Because I had fun doing that. That was a fun time, but that was really intensive to do all the lines. Oh my god, there are so many lines in this game.
Yeah. Keep going.
So let's examine this.
This must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway?
Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild.
Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely.
Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman.
Now there's a scary thought.
She is into him. She's like, Edgeworth shirtless, fighting bears in the forest.
What if he takes off his shirt and it's just like all flab? He has to wear a girdle.
I think Emma would cry.
It is against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you.
He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright?
Nah, with Edgeworth it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Can you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal.
Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words.
Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and award for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. Nothing personnel, kid.
People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright.
No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record. I do agree. I think they should have had a new prosecutor for this. I don't think Edgeworth was a good choice because it screws with the timeline. But like, it also gives us some good moments with Emma. So it's like, this is the parking.
At least this case has probably my favorite villain.
Oh yeah.
Series?
I don't know. I mean, Dahlia's a really good villain.
Besides Dahlia.
Well, then there's also Kristoff.
Kristoff is also really good, but I prefer this guy.
I'm trying to think of other good villains in this series. I mean, there's obviously what's his face from Game 2.
Madengard.
Yeah.
Well, he's interesting. What I really like about Ace Attorney is that they've always strayed away from making like sympathetic villains and like redeemed villains. Criminals in Ace Attorney are just bastards.
Well, no, like they have compelling aspects of them, but they're always.
I know, but it's natural. It feels natural that makes them compelling, not like, oh, poor Dahlia, like, oh, she's actually a good person deep down. No, like, these people are fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, I know the Investigations 2. What was his name? I only played it once, so I don't remember.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Clown Boy. Little Clown Boy.
Sebastian?
No, Sebastian DeBest was the prosecutor kid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's move on.
Yeah. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back.
What, Wright? I'd appreciate if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, I forgot about this guy. I hate this guy. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Simon Keyes, that's who you were thinking of.
Yeah, Simon Keyes. What? Did you find the new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir! No! No name of that kind, sir! Not in this report, sir! I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow.
Mr. Edgeworth's lid is not very tight, is it?
I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you! I was never aware of the particulars of your... Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Oh, but sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck.
Jeez.
Right. Yes, sir. He got me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Should I present anything? Like his ticket stub? Let's
just move on.
Wait, let me examine the stub. Miles Edgeworth, 7/12. It is dated the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked the car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
Perhaps.
Just goes to show you'll never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light.
God, I love her. She's great.
The writing, like, I've never seen a franchise do, like, weird, quirky girl as well as Ace Attorney does. Somehow it always feels fresh and natural.
Now, that's the question. Should we wrap up the stream before going to the police department? Because it is about 6.
Depends how long you want to go.
We could probably do another scene. We're probably going to run into Gumshoe.
Okay.
February 22nd, police department entrance.
Whew. We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi. And traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been here to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that?
No blue badger. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Oh, wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. May I pick up?
Excuse me.
Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the blue badger. What's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger.
Uh-oh, he noticed me. Oh, that's you. Shit.
Uh-oh, he noticed me.
He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Oh, well. At least he doesn't seem to be busy. Here's our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I love how, like, he sort of is talking in his head, but people can just read him instantly. Which is kind of weird, because he's known for having a poker face. It's really bizarre. I love it. Let's see. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, do you know that your soup will get cold, buddy? That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried.
I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping his tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
A panda?
Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory.
A game theory. Thanks for watching. Do you mind me
Close
asking how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo?
She is precious.
The band here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure out that out without the extra help.
In Australia, they're highlighter yellow and checkerboard. Yeah, I've seen like the Australian and the British police cars. They're like very gaudy, but for obvious reasons.
Yeah, well, our police cars always change design. Like we've run through like 7 designs in the last few years, and it just annoys me. I'm like, I wonder how much we're paying for that. The detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine right now. Behind those doors, police drama in action.
She does watch police dramas.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me.
I always get excited when I come to a police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
Hold on, it's lagging.
You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if it's all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those 2 officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here.
Who's Dahlia Hawthorne?
Who is Dahlia Hawthorne? Well, stay tuned and you may learn sometime down the line. Do you know
Sure
this
she's
face?
on there.
If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought he was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
She has a point. Alright, Blue Badger time.
I was wondering about that.
What? A dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
I love the theme.
The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances and dances until the battery dies.
Poor Blue Badger, feed it to dance until he drops.
Blue Badger panel added to the court record. Yeah, this is where the court record goes up to like 3 or 4 pages, something like that. This case.
Oh yeah, it's more evidence than any other case.
I'll give
Yeah,
you
this
one.
will keep us occupied for our downtime streams for a while.
Oh yeah. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the subject on this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yeah, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was fake?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! Chief Prosecutor's little sister!
Emma and Lana are like 13 or 14 years apart. I have a lot of questions about that.
Like, did they have the same dad? That's a good question.
Well, I mean, she says that her parents died when she was young, so I don't know. I think they're either step siblings or one was an accident, or they just had a really weird decision.
I know I was a surprise, apparently.
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voice down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's just, it's a sensitive issue with us these days.
I love his eyebrows.
They're so expressive.
So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into the criminal affairs right now. The lowest ranking guys in there are is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
And this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend my day getting the Badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing his investigation, pal. And an officer marshal was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall.
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that marshal guy. Patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
Alright, I think we should start to wrap things up here.
Yeah, we'll just do the evidence. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said.
I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice.
And what's that on your jacket?
It's
on your lab coat?
they're just pins.
No, like on this side of her lab coat on the right side.
Yeah,
Or
that
the left side, I guess.
they're just.
No, that's like
It's like one of those
Like-
novelty pins. I had a friend that literally had an entire vest filled with them back in high school.
no, not on that. Like on the left side of her lab coat, there is an ID card.
Oh, you're right. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? Well, let's run through the non-important evidence first. No, that's not what I needed. Back. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you...
Game in 2 streams. If we could get through Rise from the Ashes in under 5 streams, I'd be impressed.
Yeah, good. So this one. Found Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed Mr. Edwards' knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Scott to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I didn't mean... I'm sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Is this going to be a repeat? Yeah, okay, this is going to be a repeat. What? No, back. Hey, that's it! That's the King of the Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got you yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. Got an award for diligence myself. Huh, congratulations.
I was wondering why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of all the rumors. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me in so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought.
I love how they have his breathing in there. He's like,
He always gets so hyped.
yeah.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, wow, okay. So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Well, it started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
I know. I was just sent something.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there are always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall. He's some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West L.A.
I told you that line's there.
For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Okay, we really need to start wrapping.
That of introduction, Detective Gumshoe, okay. I'd be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Alright. So then next time, we will pick this up. So you know what? I'm going to save in slot 2. We'll pick this up 2 weeks from now. Remember that next week,
Character death
is the theme.
And I want everybody to wish Sarah a get well soon. She got hurt recently. She's fine, but a bit banged up, and she could just use the love right now. So
Yes.
I want everyone in chat to give a get well soon message before we end here.
Now, thank you all so much for joining us. Remember that you can always send those, when we have our prompts for our writing prompts, you can always send them to me or Molly. Molly on Discord only, if you know her on Discord. Me on Discord or on Twitter, depending. And yes, I'm being asked what I want from La Rosa, so it's about good time to wrap up. Thank you all so much for joining. Remember to subscribe to me on my Patreon for $1 or more. Get access to the Team Frostbite Discord server where me, Fatman, Dashi Lee, and sometimes British Ninja are regularly active. Thank you all so much for joining us for the last time. Catch you all on the flip side.